TV 21 continues its coverage of the mob on trial. Good evening, I'm Laura Steele.
And I'm Bob Black. A former Campbell law director unmasks the connection between himself, the mob, and the local legal system.
Michelle Nix is covering that trial of 3 accused mob associates. Here's tonight's report from Cleveland.
Day 2 of the mob on trial has former Campbell law director Michael Rich taking the stand for the prosecution. Looking into the eyes and testifying against 3 men he says at one time he helped by fixing felony cases they were implicated in: Jeffrey Riddle, Levance Turnage, and Bernard Altshuler. Rich says when mob boss Lenny Strollo wanted a DUI case fixed for Altshuler, it was Rich he called to have the charge reduced. The name of attorney James Filomena surfaces for the second day in a row when Rich says Filomena would work with a go-between and allegedly fix cases he knew were at the mob's request, but always for a price. Rich also fingers the 3 co-defendants' involvement with illegal gambling and crimes of violence, all to help further the interest of the enterprise, including a night spot called Sharky's owned by Jeff Riddle. Rich says it was a haven for gambling and drugs. He also says Levance Turnage was an active participant. But while attorney Rich is cooperating with the government and telling all, linking the co-defendants to illegal gambling, case fixing, and even murder, the family of Levance Turnage says this is turning into a case of guilt by association.
If Levance was in a mafia racketeering, why would I have to work so hard to take care of our 2 children? And why doesn't he have what Strollo has if they're all in the enterprise?
They want Levance and them to take the rap. I think so, more so. Yeah. You know, want them to be the culprits when they're not.
But Rich not only implicated others, but himself in the corruption, saying he was in the mob's pocket, rigging police exams, city contracts, and bids, and fixing cases. As involved as he was, he never knew it would lead to murder. In this case, the gangland-style killing of his son's father-in-law, Ernie Biondillo. In Cleveland, Michelle Nix, 21 Action News.
And Michelle will be in court tomorrow when convicted mob kingpin Lenny Strollo could take the stand and tell what he knows about organized crime here in the Valley. Mahoning County judges are getting together to talk about attorney Gary Van Bronklin. During yesterday's mob trial, the former county prosecutor refused to answer a defense question about whether he ever took money from convicted racketeer Lenny Strollo. The judges will review Van Bronklin's current position as a special prosecutor in the county's corruption and fraud investigation.